Beloved Gemini, we're going to start with the tarot this week. Ready for your cards? Okay, 3 cards, Gemini. Let's see what they are. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. All right. Have you been experiencing some heartache, Gemini? When this card comes up, it demonstrates grief, sadness, a pain in the heart. Yeah, it's a heavy card. It's a heavy card, right, Gemini? These are not easy cards to start the day, are they, beloveds? Beloved Gemini. So these cards, I'm going to read them together because they came up together. So that to me, they want to be read together. So there is some heartache here and a choice to be made. But it leads here to this. But this 9 of Pentacles is here. There's heartache and perhaps betrayal or loneliness. Maybe you've discovered a painful truth. And so the card, the 3 of Swords, deals with, all those issues of separation, rejection, abandonment, betrayal, feeling stabbed in the back. But, you have to watch too that perhaps it's not you doing that. This is the feeling that you're having, beloved Gemini. And the 2 of Swords is coming up and it's talking about avoidance and blocked emotion, and perhaps you're not willing to see or accept some truth about a situation involving this. And then it moves here to this 9. The 9 of Pentacles reminds us to have discipline and self-reliance. And she's a noble woman, right? She's a noble woman who's achieved status in her life. And she's done that through that discipline. And one of her meanings is to reject offensive or coarse behavior and seek the highest. So if there's a situation at hand and that is painful or is going to lead to some type of conflict or drama, make sure to, the 2s are always about choice, and it's using the subconscious, right? Because the moon is present in this card, and it's one of the meanings of this card to, even though she's blocking her heart, and even though the swords represent the mental realm, you still need to rely on your instinct. Feel the situation out and make a choice here, and make a choice to act nobly. Make a choice to act out of your highest, most refined senses as portrayed by the 9 of Pentacles. All right, beloveds, let's see which animal would like to speak.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss an upload.
3 cards again, the ant. Ant is here with us, and as is antelope and crow. All right. So when the ant shows up in a spread, it always speaks to us about patience, having patience, working within a team, working together and collaborating. And antelope is coming up. One of the things about antelope is that it reminds us to take action, but right now it's reinforcing the ant because it's a reversal card, and it's showing us that we need to stage things and look at things and not act impulsively, not act irrationally. Antelope's meaning upright means to act, signifies knowledgeable action, and it's about proper action to survive. When it's coming up reverse, it's telling you that perhaps you're not listening to the messages of Great Spirit, and you're being indecisive, or you're lacking conviction or commitment. It can indicate quarreling and perhaps lying or gossip. So be sure that this conflict here isn't you. And it reinforces this card too, to act very nobly, to act in your highest, and to bring about these qualities of the 9 of Pentacles. She has sacrificed the coarseness and the lesser, lower frequency emotions to get to where she is through self-reliance and discipline. These 3 cards here, the antelope, the ant, and the crow, all trust in Great Spirit to provide for them. It's one of their keys. The ant talks about patience, works together in a community, works together with other people. It never fears not having. It works very deliberately. And its message also is that of self-sacrifice, which further reinforces this 9 of Pentacles and the sacrifice that this noble woman has made to get to where she is, to get to her status in life, is sacrificed. And a lot of it is emotion, sacrificing, behaving how you would impulsively want to behave, acting out of that first response rather than thinking it through and waiting it out. Because remember, she is about being tactful, employing diplomacy. And she remembers to be gracious. Yes, she enjoys leisure and she has this luxurious life, but she just didn't get there. She took a step-by-step approach and hard work to get to where she is. And that's also the lesson here of Ant. Now let's move to Crow. Crow is always an omen of change. Crow reminds us that the law is sacred. It's sacred law. It supersedes all man-made laws, and that there is wisdom in this, and there's belief. Crow believes, and Crow is the keeper of sacred law. Now, Crow, do you see how Crow? There's two of them. One is its shadow. Crow reminds us to not get lost in our shadow, to not become obsessed with our shadow. And if we take this as a timing card, maybe there is some heartache coming. Maybe it hasn't presented itself yet, but should this happen, whether you initiate it or someone else does, this is the key card to remember. You're going to have a choice here, and this is the key card to remember. To act with this refinement, that you will always have a choice to behave. It's in your hands. Now remember that when Crow comes up, Crow is a master shapeshifter. And Crow can bring us the life that we want by simply our belief, because he's the illusionist. Crow is the illusionist, and it shapeshifts and shapeshift your reality. Beloved Gemini, remember that if one door closes, it's because another has to open. Now let's move on, beloved Gemini. Okay, that is your card. Let's see what it is. It's abundance. It's abundance reverse. So abundance reminds us that everything exists and everything that we want is here. It's a reminder of both energy of the crow and this energy of the ant. All of these cards reinforce the same story. There's nothing but abundance. But you do have to ask you, what do you want abundance of? Do you want abundance of heartache? Do you want abundance? Do you want abundance of conflict? Be very clear with the universe and be very intentional with how you proceed to manifest into form. So the law of abundance, that all of our supply is unlimited, because the source of all life is eternal and unlimited, and everything stems from that source. And we need to harmonize this with our thoughts and our feelings. And if you feel betrayed right now, or you're coming into some sort of betrayal, remember that to act with this dignity here, and to remember to focus on, there's so much out there for you, beloved. So these two here, ant and abundance, reinforce the same message, that we are abundantly supplied, and we just have to, ant works patiently and deliberately towards it. And this is reinforcing this here too. What are you patiently and deliberately working towards? Perhaps right now it's patience and deliberate action towards this here, Nine of Pentacles, and this lifestyle and this refinement of action and choices that she has made. All right, now, beloved Gemini, we will draw now a card from the Language of Light deck, okay? Oh, that's your card, a light being. You are a light being. Of course you are. Of course you are, Gemini. You are a light being. You have to just remember to connect with this. And when you're connected to your source of this light, this eternal source of light, and in your full remembrance, all that heartache that is here, tears, any conflict, just all vanishes. It just all melts away. It's just your time now, Gemini, to really, really believe in the true being that you are, and how you're blessed and you're surrounded by this light. Let's look deeper. In this planet here, I'm not sure if this planet is intended to represent Jupiter. You see that there's a face here. Cosmos is at the crown, and this being is holding the earth. This looks like it could be Earth's moon. This looks like it could be Earth's moon, and this looks like it could be Jupiter. And what does Jupiter represent? It represents many things, but it's our belief, right? It's our It's the benefic in the zodiac. It protects us. It brings us great luck. It helps us expand. And so this card embodies that energy. It's time to believe a greater dream. It's time to expand into that dream. So remember that your light being family is always here with you and that you can call on them at any time. Call on them now, beloved Gemini. If there's heartache, ask them to take it for you. Ask them to help you heal it and show you the way. If you desire your own beloved one to walk with you and share this life, ask your light beings, your sentient ancestors of light, your guardians, to come in and help you manifest that person in form. All things are possible, Gemini. It starts first with our intention, with our belief that is there, depicted by the planet Jupiter. Just believe, put into action, do your work, choose discern, choose refinement. All right, beloved Gemini, that's been your reading for this week. Thank you for watching. Join me here every week on Wednesdays at Your Soul's Well for your weekly reading. Have a blessed and beautiful week.